Imagine this. You're 20 years old. No home, no family, no future. Or so it seems. Just the cold sidewalk, strangers' footsteps, and a cup full of loose change and hope. This is Chris, a kid who spent more nights under bridges than in a bed. No school, no support, just survival. Every day he'd sit on the same street corner, hand outstretched, whispering the same words. Spare some change? Most walked by. Some scoffed, but every now and then, someone would drop a few coins. And one day, someone did more than that. A 50-year-old businessman stopped, dropped a big wad of cash in his cup, and watched as Chris did something unexpected. He didn't keep it. He got up, walked across the street, and bought food for other homeless people. Not for himself, for them. That moment, that kindness, it didn't go unnoticed. The man came back the next day and the next, gave him more. But not just money, opportunity, a job, a mentorship. Chris didn't have a resume, but he had grit. He showed up early, stayed late, learned fast. Within months, he was running his own team. Fast forward 2 years. Chris isn't that kid on the street anymore. He's now the youngest manager at the company, owns an apartment, drives a car, and every Friday, he still walks back to that same street corner, not to ask for change, but to give it. Real change doesn't come from what you earn. It starts with who you choose to be. Chris had everything now. Success, a home, purpose. But something still tugged at him. The streets hadn't just shaped him, they saved him in a way. So he made a decision that shocked everyone. He started going back, not to hand out food or money this time, but to pretend to be homeless again. Same hoodie, same worn-out shoes, same corner where it all began. No one recognized him. Not the barista who once refused him water, not the businessman who walked past without a glance, and definitely not the people who used to call just another bum. But some stopped, gave what they could, smiled, talked, showed kindness without expecting anything in return. And Chris kept a list, not of names, of hearts. He watched as strangers became heroes and others became reminders of why he never gave up. Some criticized him, laughed, told him to get a job. One man even yelled, "You're wasting my time!" But Chris just smiled, because he knew something they didn't. He wasn't begging for money, he was testing humanity. And every time someone helped him, not knowing who he really was, he believed a little more in the world again. In the end, it wasn't about how many people recognized Chris. It was about how many still chose to care.
True success isn't just about rising up, it's about remembering where you came from and choosing to lift others even when the world forgets you. Kindness still exists, if only we choose to see it.